For Li Guanglong, nothing could have been more exciting than what had just happened. The red poisonous mist had been absorbed by a peerless expert, and the city-wide crisis had been resolved. Now, he once again saw hope for a turnaround. Although there were still some minor troubles to deal with, they were within the scope of human effort. It was truly a dramatic reversal. Light at the end of the tunnel. Your Highness, that man is gone! Just as Li Guanglong was rejoicing, the white figure in the distant sky had already vanished like a shooting star. From the moment he appeared to when he left, the entire event had lasted less than 10 minutes. Send someone to investigate. Try to find out who that expert is. If there's a chance, we should try to win him over. If not, don't force it, but whatever happens, do not offend him. Li Guanglong instructed. Experts capable of controlling the forces of heaven and earth were rarely swayed by worldly power or gain. Winning such a person over to his camp was like trying to climb the heavens. He was fully aware of this reality, so he didn't hold much hope. Still, it was worth a try. Who knew, maybe a miracle would happen. Meanwhile, in Liang City, Li Juntang was commanding his men, frantically seizing wealth. After numerous failed attempts to control the red mist, he had finally given up. He knew very well that Liang City would eventually be consumed by the red mist. When that time came, the entire city would be reduced to ruins. So, he figured he might as well take the opportunity to profit. Of course, Li Juntang wasn't targeting commoners. His sights were set on the wealthy elites of Liang City. These people were rich and afraid of death. All he needed was a flimsy excuse or some incriminating evidence, and he could rob them blind. If they obediently handed over their wealth, they could keep their lives. If they resisted? Best case scenario, prison. Worst case, execution. Li Juntang was a veteran at this game. Most of these so-called noble elites had skeletons in their closets, and none dared report him to the authorities. He was using their ill-gotten gains to fill his own pockets. Your Highness! Something's happening! Just as Li Juntang was supervising the transport of wealth, one of his guards rushed over to report. Liang City is about to be destroyed. What something could possibly matter? He snapped impatiently. He had taken a huge loss during this operation, expending resources, manpower, and energy. If he didn't get some loot to make up for it, how would he explain it? Your Highness! We just received word. The red mist in Wugang City and Lin City has disappeared, the guard reported. What? How is that possible? Li Juntang's expression changed dramatically. Weren't they in the same situation as us, completely helpless? How did they suddenly turn things around? Hearing that Wugang and Lin City had been saved upset him more than losing money. If all three cities were destroyed together, at least everyone would be on equal footing. No one would lose face. But now that Li Wenxing and Li Guanglong had solved their crises, and his city was still drowning in red mist, it was like being roasted over a fire. Don't panic, Your Highness. The red mist didn't disappear on its own. It was removed by someone, the guard suddenly added. Removed? What do you mean? Li Juntang was stunned. He had already tried every method possible. His top experts had taken action, and still failed to deal with the mist. Could someone else really have a solution? Your Highness, based on reports from Wugang and Lin City, a peerless expert appeared and used a mighty divine power to absorb all the red mist, thus saving the cities from destruction. The guard explained. What? There's such a divine figure in the world? Do we know who it is? Li Juntang's face was full of disbelief. His identity is still a mystery. No one has been able to find out yet. But according to scouts in Lin City, that peerless expert is currently flying toward Liang City. He should arrive very soon. That's fantastic. It seems Liang City can still be saved. Li Juntang's face lit up with joy. He didn't know who this peerless expert was, but if the man could save his city, Li Juntang would welcome him as the highest honored guest. Your Highness, should we prepare something? The guard asked. Of course we should, Li Juntang replied excitedly. Prepare a top-tier banquet immediately. Once that peerless expert resolves the red mist, I'll personally host a feast in his honor. Yes, sir, the guard responded and quickly left. Stop moving the goods. Clean up all the main streets. We're preparing to welcome our honored guest, Li Juntang shouted, directing his subordinates into action. Moments later, a meteor-like light appeared in the distant sky, coming to a halt above the red mist. Li Juntang looked closely. It was a figure dressed in white. The figure raised a hand, causing the heavens to rumble and the very air to tremble. A massive energy vortex formed out of thin air. Buzz! With another wave, the vortex began spinning rapidly. Terrifying suction forces burst out from within. In an instant, winds howled across 10 kilometers, kicking up sand and stone. The red mist, which had been spreading continuously, was now rapidly drawn upward by the vortex's power. Even though Li Juntang had been mentally prepared, witnessing the scene with his own eyes still left him speechless. Who on earth was this person? To wield such divine power? It was like turning clouds with a flip of the hand and summoning rain with another, as if a deity had descended to earth.
And just can't accept it. This can't be the end yet. You promised to never leave, and now you're gone. Can't believe I can feel the world slipping away as you slowly fade from my everyday. You promised forever a love without end, but now I'm left broken, struggling to mend. I thought we were so tied, destined for a lifetime, love with no end, love with no end. Staying in my imagination, memorizing the past time, the secrets, the love, the care. Now they're echoes in the air. I still see your face in every place, feel your warmth, your gentle grace. But now there's just an empty space, and I'm lost in this endless chase. Keeping you in my heart, a piece of you I'll never let go. Though distance brings separation, in